everything that was happening last Friday morning on a really, really cold day at Illinois State. To turn around and see the amount of fans and community that we brought to the game, even being what would, some people would call a smaller 2A community, I think it was one of the largest crowds that was there for all 8 games. It meant so much to so many people. I heard stories of people driving from the Dallas, Texas area the night before just to come be a part of our football game. People flying from California, the amount of alumni and just all the stories that were so beautiful. Guys, this really was something special and a movement that God wanted for us to be a part of. He chose us to be a part of it. And I don't want that to be lost on any of us. I was in the middle of sleeping last night, woke up around 2:45 in the morning and just felt an overwhelming sense of God's goodness that has just been so tough to receive. It is really wild to understand even just the small little taste of the beauty and the wonder and the love of Christ, and to see something manifested in the way that it did in our community is just so special. There's a couple pictures that are up here. When we got back to the school, there was a great celebration that I think some of you guys were a part of in our gym. That was great. But then also, I'm not sure if we have the picture, there was a moment after our game where I went to their head coach, who's also a believer, also knows Christ, and even in his hurt, I felt like there was an opportunity to ask him, hey, Coach, would you like to pray with our community? And guys, this happened on the field around the 50-yard line, on TV, and just another moment for God to be glorified and for Jesus' name to be known. And so guys, when I say this was way more than football, it was way more than football. And when I say it's a state championship, it's not for the football team, but a state championship and something that was honoring the Lord, that he used our community to do, you guys are a part of that. And we need to give all the praise and all the glory to God in that and just be in awe and reverence of that. And so that's where my heart is with this. And I want to share one last thing with you guys before we go. This was a message from someone really important in my life that loves this community, that helps lead this community from afar in some different ways. And he said this, he said, football, like life, can be tough. It's not always fair. It has so many roller coasters of emotions. Sometimes you can do everything right and things still don't go your way, or you don't get the prize. But sometimes the good guys win. Sometimes you do everything right and you also get to enjoy the prize. Chicago Christian does it right. In a world where so many places are transactional, Chicago Christian isn't just chasing after rings, they are chasing after transformation. And they do it with love, and they do it with Christ. They do it right. They love big. They care for people more about hearts than they do about rings. But today, Chicago Christian gets to have both. They get to wear their ring while transforming lives of young men and women and impacting an entire community for good. Tough people win, tough people won, and tough people are champs. Love you guys so much. Here's your football team.